So, hello everybody. I hope you guys are doing absolutely amazing. I myself am doing absolutely amazing. It's nothing better than being able to go and pick your own delicious, awesome fruits that you've grown yourself. Right? Who does not love fruit? Well, well, no. Now that I'm thinking about that, let's scratch that. Actually, if you guys want to hear this, I have a customer lady I deal with. I've dealt with her for years, and believe it or not, she eats no fruits or vegetables. I don't know how many it is, but I'll tell you guys. And but she buys stuff from me, plants, to grow them. And I talked to her, why do you want to grow fruits and vegetables when you don't eat them? And she says, because I want to start eating them one day. I'm like, okay, that's perfectly reasonable, I guess. But she does not eat any fruits, any vegetables. She does not eat meat. So you're wondering, what does this lady eat? She's 60 years old, skinny as a toothpick, really nice lady. And, I've dealt with her for years. But no meat, no fruits, no vegetables. She literally, guys, I'm not joking, drinks Diet Pepsi or Diet Coke or some kind of diet soda. That's all she drinks. She does not drink water. And she eats candy bars. And occasionally she'll eat granola bars or some kind of chocolate, but she doesn't like chocolate or caramel. She was here just the other day. Me talking with her for hours. She's a talker, and she's telling me this, explaining to me, and I don't know how this lady's alive. She doesn't take any supplements or anything. She lives off a very limited variety of garbage junk food. Just I don't know, guys. But anyway, hello. To get that out of the way. As you can see right here, two beautiful apple cactus varieties. This one right here is kiwi. This is my coveted kiwi. I grew this guy from seed, this girl from seed, quite a few years ago. She was very early to fruit. Noticed just beautiful, beautiful fruit, and then trying it, just very unique flavor. And I have been growing her since. I've been spreading her about since. And this one here, I just made a video about this variety is Be Sweet. It is one that was selected or trialed for commercial production. This one is 100% homegrown American right here, and beautiful. You can see the difference here. This is the Kiwi Apple cactus, and this is the Be Sweet apple cactus. I also have one called Peach, but I don't have any fruit for that, unfortunately. Hopefully next year. But you can see the difference. They both get very large fruit on them, though these are smaller ones. They both will set fruit on their own easily. No problems, no pollination. Well, no outside, pollination needed. They'll pollinate themselves. And they can get very large fruits. They can both get fruits over a pound. But like I said, these are two very small ones. We're very dry at the moment. After getting hit by Hurricane Ian, we've had no rain since, so we're drying out. But we need some of the rain. Normally the cold fronts bring us rain, but the past few years, those cold fronts starting winter have not been bringing us the usual rain. So we've been getting dry winters and dry springs, and this year looks to be the same. But unfortunately, that results in much smaller fruits than usual. But you can see the difference here. They're both very beautiful columnar cactus, though the kiwi is more compact growing. The Be Sweet, oh gosh, sorry about all the cars, guys. The Be Sweet will have much longer branches, arms on it than the kiwi. The kiwi is a very compact variety. It'll get more circumference to it. It'll put out more arms, more columars than the Be Sweet, and it will be much shorter. But they both reach about 10 feet eventually. It's just the kiwi is much slower in getting there and will be much more branched out, have much more arms on it. And the Be Sweet when they're both smaller, they tend to put out more spines. But as they get older, the kiwi has much less spines than the bee sweet, but they both have less spines as they age. They're both very cold tolerant climber cactus, easily getting down into the low 20s. I have had a customer tell me that kiwi survived into the teens easily. So the new growth won't, but mature arms easily survive down into the 20s, low 20s in my experience, possibly even quite a bit lower. So yeah, and gosh, I love eating fruit. You know, it's one of the amazing things about growing your own food, guys. Everybody loves that fruit, almost everybody. And you cactus, of course, are just so easy to grow. So without further ado, I'm on the back of my truck here. Don't mind if there's chicken poop everywhere, possibly some cow, goat, and pig. But you know, I cleaned it a little bit, guys. So I'm going to let you go for a second. I'm going to slice these open. All right, everybody, I'm back. So we've got the kiwi on the left here, of course, and the bee sweet on the right. And you can still kind of see how much darker maroon the kiwi is on that sliced skin there. Very gorgeous fruits. Beautiful deep maroon color, where the bee sweet is a lighter pink color. Really pretty. And I don't know if you can really tell picking up there on the camera, but the kiwi has slightly larger seeds. Can you make that out there? It has slightly larger seeds there, guys. Yeah, slightly larger, but oh yeah, just awesome all the same. Oh, and the mailman is here. I'm gonna have to put you down for a second. Hang on. All right, I'm back. Enough interruptions, guys. Sorry about that. And I took the liberty of slicing these in half again. So yeah, what were we saying? Kiwi, yeah, like I said, I don't know if you can pick it up. Seems to have slightly larger seeds than the bee sweet, but of course the seeds are edible and they just have a nice crunch to them, so the size doesn't really matter. But this is the base of each fruit, and those are the tops. I'm gonna see if there's any difference in the sweetness. So here we go, the kiwi. Nice, dark, beautiful, perfectly ripened fruits. If you let them go any longer than this, they'll split. Though kiwi is fairly resistant to splitting compared to the bee sweet. But enough talking, right? Yeah. Now these are both apple cactus hybrids. Whether they're hybridized between different cactus species, localities, or whatever. You have to remember that, years, decades ago, these are grown in the desert. There's not much cross-pollination going on, so you've got your different species coming up. But humans come along, start bringing these into the plant trade and everything, and they readily hybridize and pollinate each other from bees, from wind. So who really knows what is in these varieties? Oop, hang on, wait one more. It's just a one riddled with interruptions there. But anyway, yeah, hybrids, so who really knows what genetics they have? But kiwi here, anyways, back to the fruit. Out of all the apple cactus, probably that I've tried, they really don't have much acidity. But kiwi here, which makes it really stand out, has just a delicious, very complimenting acidity. Mm. It just changes the whole flavor, of course. It's literally almost one for one with a kiwi. It's pretty insane. But you get the beautiful seed crunch. The flesh itself on kiwi is a little more, I don't want to say grainy because that implies it's bad, but it's more granule than on bee sweet. We'll try that in a second. But it's got super great sweetness and very awesome balancing acidity. Just great. So let's try the bee sweet. Wow. Of course, it's called bee sweet. It is much sweeter than the kiwi, but it has a tenth of the acidity. Almost no acid compared to the kiwi. Mm. And it's got a more moist mouthfeel, where kiwi here is drier, but not in a bad way. Mm-hmm. Kiwi's got a bit of a drier mouthfeel. It's not dry, of course, but it's not as juicy as Be Sweet. But gosh, so good. Let's see if the tops have any difference to them. Mm. If anything, because they do kind of ripen from the top down, the top on that is even sweeter than the base. And let's try kiwi top. It's just where the flower was and everything, the top of the fruit. Mm. Mm-hmm. That actually makes a difference from the top and the bottom of the fruit. Yeah. And the kiwi, even a little bit more acidity, more sweetness on the top. Tops have more flavor, more sweetness, more profiles than the bottoms do. Very interesting. So yeah, both amazing fruits. Gosh, really delicious, guys. Kiwi, the seeds are a bit larger and they are crunchier than the Be Sweet. Kiwi has perfect, nice acid, like a kiwi kind of, a ripe kiwi, okay? Not a unripe one. Just really good sweetness and acid. Be Sweet has a juicier bite to it. It's more juicy. The seeds are a little softer, and it is twice as sweet, if not more, as the kiwi. But they are both just amazing varieties. They taste very different from each other, so it's hard to compare the two, even though they're the same kind of fruits. That acidity just makes a big difference versus just straight sweetness. But they're both so good. Super awesome, guys. So yeah, there you go. Delicious, improved apple cactus varieties, which are, there's basically none here in the U.S. There are almost no improved varieties of these guys being sold and improved upon here, which is a real shame because they're so easy to grow and so delicious. I'm going to leave it right there, guys. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. You know, get yourself some apple cactus and grow them. Stick them in the ground, grow them in pots. Either way, definitely something you should be growing and super delicious. See you later. Thank you for watching. Check the links and everything below. Love you guys. Thank you. Delicious, absolutely delicious fruits.